Hello, my name is Julia Westrich, and I am doing the assignment Module 7 Reflection. This is my lesson plan. I decided to choose the KSDE SEL standard for character development and core principle. My lesson is for first graders or second graders, and so that age range, and I'm going to be covering defining bullying, defining the difference between tattling and reporting, and then how to model that with a class. So my attention getter is going to be a really fun activity where I will have a box and I will put a mirror in the box, and I will have each student one by one come up, and I will tell them, look in the box to see the kindest person I know. And when they look in the box and they see their reflection, it will be a surge of confidence for those students. And that will be my attention getter to get them to start off by having confidence that they are kind people and they have kind skills. So once we are all done, we'll have a short discussion on about how everybody in the class has the ability to be kind when they choose to. And we will allow them to explain why they feel they are kind when time permits. So if you have a really large class, it can be a little bit difficult to get everybody's opinion in, but most kids will be excited to share their opinion. So for the activity, my first goal is to identify what bullying is. And we will use examples like, sometimes somebody gets upset and they are hit, or somebody says mean words to another person, or they're leaving somebody out or making somebody feel upset. And to further explain what bullying is, I will read a book to the children. It's called The Recess Queen by Alexis O'Neill. It's a very great example of how a girl bullies other students and how the students feel, and then what happens when that student decides to be kind, and then they are able to join in on the fun. And then whenever we are done with the book, we're going to move on to explaining what the difference between tattling and reporting bullying is. So in order to explain it, I will say that tattling is when you're trying to get somebody in trouble for something small. And when reporting is when you're telling a teacher or adult about something serious where another student is being hurt or could be hurt. And in order to practice this, we will role play. So what I'll do is I will say this side of the class, like everybody will stand up and we'll all stand together. And I will designate that one half of the room is tattling and one half of the room is reporting bullying. And I will say different examples such as, you saw a student hit another student. Well, the kids will think, is that tattling or is that reporting? And when they all go to one side or the other, we'll talk about why they chose which side and come to the conclusion which side made more sense. And after doing that for a little bit, it gets the kids out of their seats. We will move on to our kindness game. And the kindness game is kindness bingo. And it'll be a little bingo card that has different acts of kindness, such as helped a friend, said thank you, help somebody up when they fell. And it will be pictures. So the kids are seeing physical examples on a card of what it looks like, and they will get little bingo chips. And whenever we say, this person is helping another student pick up a mess, and they'll find that picture of what that looks like of that role play, and they will play bingo. And the winners, everybody's gonna win, but it'll be a fun game to complete. And then the exit ticket for the lesson is that the kids are going to make a kindness tree, And the materials would be paper leaves, markers, and some wall space. And so each student is going to get one leaf. So these will be pre-cut, or you can print them out, like you can print out leaves shapes on paper and have the kids cut it out to practice using scissors. And they're going to either write a short sentence, if they're capable, of a way to be kind, or they can draw a picture of a way to be kind based on their ability. And then the teacher, later on, we will add our leaves to the tree. So there will be like a little base tree that you can print off. And then all the students are going to have the opportunity to come up and add their tree. So if you were to put it on like a bulletin board or a whiteboard, you would just, staple all the leaves to look like a tree. And then this would be the exit ticket and the lesson would be over. And the important thing about this lesson is that it does cover standards. It's important that students are learning character development, their core principles at this age about how we treat other people in school, what is a serious matter of bullying versus am I just tattling on somebody to get them in trouble. I think this lesson could be very, very fun, but also very informative for the students to really get a practice on what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong and how they should adjust, their choices accordingly to avoid being the bully. Because at this age, they have a very hard time developmentally thinking, am I doing something wrong? They're always going to assume that the other person is doing something wrong. So getting this practice in will be a very great lesson. And that is all. Thank you.